Hey everyone, my name is Sydney Lai and I'm a developer advocate. What that means is I'm here to help you build your applications, teach you how to generate different types of projects. But today specifically, we're going to focus on how do you create a auto-generated image. So what this tutorial is going to be for are actually those who are more so designers or those who don't typically have the technical skills of a traditional software engineer. Now, this obviously is still very, very relevant for those who are software engineers. You can take this code and do a lot more with it as well. But for those who just want to learn how the heck do people build 10,000 unique images, this walkthrough, I'm going to show you exactly that. So what we're going to use today is NFT storage, which is made by IPFS and Filecoin to help you store your images or NFTs for free in an IPFS. And specifically, when we look at these different types of art projects, images, you'll see that the NFTs at launch, they look similarly, and yet they're all completely unique. So how this works is that every image is broken down into a grid system. You have your XY axes, and then you have your grid, where then you have the outline of your character or your image, and then the unique items are then the skins, such as the coloring or the hats or the accessories that these characters are then layering on. So what you would want to do is create different layers of PNGs that layers on. So you'll see here you have the background images, you'll have the characters, and then you'll also have the objects. In the description, I'm going to have a full-on written down technical tutorial so that you can just have the images to play with. You'll have the lines of code and then ability to also host these images. You can see here, similarly, they're all on the same coordinates with just different types of image layering. So we're going to use Python to be able to manipulate different types of data sets and create loops so that you can generate all these images. So I'm super excited. And again, what you want to do is just make sure that you have Python installed and you have your Pillow library installed. So what we're going to do here, again, for those who are not traditionally a software engineer, I mean, listen, you're about to get technical real soon. This is going to feel very fun and rewarding, and I'm just so excited for you. So here we go. So I already have Python installed. So you just want to make sure that you go through the process of installing it within your terminal. I already have a Pillow installed. So okay. So you can see here, this is just how you easily install your Pillow, right? Super, super easy. Now, let's just say you just want to create folders. I mean, everyone knows how to do that. You just create folders in a document, right? So you want to cd into the folder where you have your demo, right? So I have demos. And then I'm going to reference make NFT, right? So cd into that. You can see here, ls, backgrounds, characters, objects, right? You have backgrounds, characters, objects. Great. So now you want to install or use some sort of text editor, VS Code, Sublime, etc., right? So what you want to do is in the technical blog post that I'm going to share with you is that you just want to copy this, right? And then you want to save it as demos, make NFT, and then you want to save it as a main.py file, so a Python file. So save that. Great. Now, it's about 30 lines of code, super straightforward. You can see here it's referencing the Pillow library, and what you want to do is you want to generate images, right? So here in the create character section, you can see here there's a path for your character file. On line 15, like I said before, you want to have the specific coordinates of how you want to layer the images. That goes the same for the objects where you want to layer your objects, and you can see the difference in coordinates, right? Now, the plus 30, these are the grid systems that you'll see. Again, you're going to have to like create a grid and layer it out. I might include a math equation or reference something else if I can find it in terms of how you calculate that. But again, this is so specific to everyone's unique images that I just won't cover this during this session. Now, in the for loop here, you can then see you're telling your code to say, hey, for every background image, layer it with a character and then with an object. So what you're going to see is background 1, elf1, object 1, background 1, elf1, object 2, background 1, elf1, object 3. So you go through this for loop to create that. Now, here, you will then see that it will be populated in the specific file name that is very unique to that specific object. Now, for those who are avid collectors or love limited drops, I've also included a ability to create a very custom limited edition maybe one specific rare item that doesn't even exist in the various combinations. So you're going to create several different combinations, but let's just say they're all elves, but you want a dinosaur, right? So that it'd be like background 1, dinosaur 1, object, etc. And then you will have a specific creation. That's just one example. So now that you have in your folder, you have the characters, you have the Python file that we just copy and pasted. Now it's time to run it. I think your unique proposition here is actually creating the unique images that you want to create. So you are in the right folder here, and then you just want to generate. So as you can see, this you've pushed enter. And then here is the generated images that you've just created. So you have background 1, elf1, object 1. Here's the object here. Background 1, elf1, object 2, object 3. And then you go into background 1, elf2, object 1, object 2, object 3. And then you just cycle through it, right? And that's essentially it, right? So now you want to be able to upload, right? You want to be able to store. Right now, what I see is that some people are storing on OpenSea, and yeah, I guess you can store on OpenSea. It will still cost you money to even mint. Actually, I think on OpenSea, I'm forgetting all the projects. It might not cost you to mint, but it will cost you to put on chain, right? So what I'm going to do here is upload an image. And then we're just going to pick a random image, and you are going to be able to upload. And as this is uploading, here you go. Here's the CID. And then this is being hosted remotely, right? It's being hosted, well, not remotely, sorry, decentralized, right? And so here I essentially explain, basically you have the JPEG that you just created, you use the service NFT storage, and then it puts your item or your image on a content hash, which then you're assigned a specific CID. And then, of course, you can also put this on chain, and then this is a peer-to-peer network where you'll be able to do that. Now, if you truly do have 10,000 images and you don't want to upload this manually, I will also link you to the API so that you can consume in a very traditional post-get method. And that's it. I mean, I really hope that this was super helpful. I see a lot of very technical types of video tutorials, but hopefully this is very straightforward. If you want to learn more, I will also have other content where I teach you how to create an NFT wallet, where you can create maybe an NFT marketplace. I'll do different types of builds, but nonetheless, yeah, feel free to reach out. My Twitter DMs are open if you need any kind of mentorship or assistance, I also have a podcast series, which I'll link below. If you just want to learn more the technicalities of building with different types of stacks or tools or technologies, super happy to help. And again, feel free to join for the next video and see you soon.